Today's video, a little bit different compared to how we usually do it. Usually with the showcase, you guys know I usually zoom in on somebody's face. I start it like that, and then, I say some type of opening line, and then boom, we get into the showcase. Well, today it's a little bit different because yesterday, whenever I recorded this, I really wasn't feeling, I guess, creative to an extent. I didn't really feel like actually doing a live commentary over it, so today we're actually going to be doing a commentary over gameplay. Ryuko, of course, being one of the 3 kill units that got buffed recently, and also being one of the 3 that actually returned, I decided to use her for a video with the friend's help, of course, which is Brian. And let me tell you, this girl is, I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, I have mixed feelings about this unit. We'll talk more about how I feel though in just a second after we talk about, what she does. Ryuko's first ability is Revenge, I think level 3 if I'm not mistaken. When near death, increase arts by 3 per second. Her second ability is when near death, you heal HP by 40 health per second. And then her last ability, which is actually a unique ability tied to her, she increases accuracy by 50% and arts damage by 30%. Her skill is increased BE generation by 80%. This is only while using the skill, by the way. Her art is you increase your own attack by 200% and skill CT recovery by 100%. And then the true art is 55,000% fire damage physical. For 20 seconds, you increase own damage to enemies and break by 200%, and you increase paralysis and freeze resist by 100%. And yes, she is a luck unit. As long as you are able to get her and farm the event before it leaves, you will be able to 120 luck her for free. Now let me just tell you, this part right here, what you're looking at, yeah, this right here is her greatest asset and also my downfall. In this video, or in this recording, you will see that I attempted to break nuke a lot of things, and I've only successfully break nuke technically 2 or 3 times in this entire recording. This recording by itself is 22 minutes long. Oh man. Break nuking is kind of a lost art in Grand Summoners, I want to say. There's not too many bosses that need to be break nuked, because here's the thing about break nuking. Every boss that can be break nuked more than likely can just be regularly nuked. So there's really no point in doing a break nuke setup most of the time. One boss we did successfully break nuke, which you're probably seeing right now, is Odious. This break nuke went pretty well. She actually did a lot of damage here. It was like 4 million or something like that, 2 million each hit or something. It was pretty crazy. And Odious, I think, has a total of like 3 million HP, so yeah, it was pretty wild. She actually dealt a ton of damage here with this team comp. Of course, this probably isn't the most optimized team comp for Ryuko, but it was the best that we could do at the time. But yeah, I definitely wish that the 200% damage up would just be constant instead of just only in break. Because like I said, break nuking is the lost art in GS, and it's so hard to break nuke so many bosses. Like for example, we actually tried to break nuke against Rags, and yeah, we failed horribly because I tried to use Duke. Well, it almost got to the point where we just gave up, but instead I decided to use Mako, and we barely beat it, but we didn't have any crit chance or anything. We still dealt decent amount of damage, but yeah, this was like the most scuff run we did. To be honest, this would have been a lot better if I would have used anybody else apart from Duke. One tip that I can give you about this fight, and you're using Duke in it, I wouldn't recommend using Duke against Rags whatsoever, because Duke's break power scales on the damage he deals. And Rags in the beginning of the fight, or until you break him, you're only dealing 1 damage. It's not good with Duke whatsoever. It's like the worst possible mashup in history. The only thing is, man, with Ryuko is that without using her in nuke setups, and you use her more in just regular stuff, I think you can still do that. I think the problem is that I just wanted to use her in break nuke comps, and I didn't want to use her anywhere else. But if we would have did just regular nuke setups for mono fire or just a physical nuke team, it would have probably worked out so much better. But I really wanted to tie into the break nuke setup, and that's kind of what she is a break nuker. But I think personally, you may just be better off just regularly fire nuking and just buffing the absolute living hell out of Ryuko. Another thing that we tried to beat was Og in the Special EX Hyper. We failed multiple times. We tried to beat this, but it got to the point to where we got so close to breaking so many times, and yeah, it just didn't work. We gave up on this one. Me playing around with Ryuko and trying out different steps and everything for an hour, I don't know really what it is to me, but maybe if you optimize the team around her, it would be absurd, the amount of damage and stuff you could do, and the amount of content that you could clear. But I think that's a little bit too much work for a unit like that. I think that she's actually a phenomenal luck unit though. Her being a nuker type of luck unit is actually really good because it helps out a lot in farming. Another thing that I kind of want to critique about Ryuko though is that I don't really fuck with the whole true art, to be honest. I kind of like true arts that are either instant or multi-hitting. I don't really like this little scissors coming in, scissors close, and then scissors stay for a second, then it's like a jab, and then boom, that's it. Like, you know, I don't really fuck with that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I like stuff like Saitama's True Art where it's just one big hit, or an animation that hits multiple times. I really like that. Like, for example, Ryuko's skill, I really like because it's like multi-hits. I really like how that looks. But overall, Ryuko, however you say her name, I think she's a decent unit. Definitely not like the top of the line, top of the pack by any means. Overall, really solid. I think I might need to try her again with a more physical nuke oriented team where we're just trying to buff the hell out of physical damage, lowering physical resist, all that type of stuff, and see how much damage she deals then, or possibly even do a fire nuke with her and see how much damage she's doing with that. But yeah, I think she's just a basic nuker. I don't think there's anything really special going on here. Just a very solid nuker. Guys, thank you all for coming out. It's Mini Bro P. I don't know how crazy this video is going to be in terms of editing and everything, man. I'm going to try to get this video out because I'm probably going to have to be working against the weather right now. Currently storming at my house, and let me just say, whenever it storms, OP Powers goes like every time. It's not fun. So I'm going to try to edit this as fast as possible and get this uploaded as fast as possible. But yeah, thank you all for coming out, though. It's Mini Bro P. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, man, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.